It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. In the studio with me right now, I say this every year. This is my favorite segment, one of my favorite segments of the entire year. When we get the Fulbright folks in, and Michelle Petrucci is with us from IUP. Mike Rieg is with us as well. And good morning to both of you. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. You didn't come alone again, Michelle.
No, we did not. It's good to be back again, Todd. Thank you
Yeah.
for having us. It's my pleasure to during the pandemic, we obviously had a lot of ups and downs with this program, but we are very fortunate to have it again, the Fulbright Distinguished Awards in Teaching Program for International Teachers. We call it Fulbright DAI or FDAIs to keep it short.
I just call it Fulbright folks.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And it's sponsored by the U.S. Department of State's Educational and Cultural Bureau and administered by IREX. And IUP is one of two hosts this year. Arizona State is the other. And I want to give a shout out to my Dr. Laura Lutkehans, who she and I are the partners in crime for this. We have 17 K-12 educators this year, 8 women and 9 men from 10 countries. I'll list them out: Brazil, Finland, Greece, India, Indonesia, Mexico, Morocco, Philippines, Taiwan, and Uganda. 11 are English teachers, 5 are STEM, and 1 is special ed. And I really am so happy that they're here. We had a lot of extra hurdles, of course, with COVID.
Sure.
But the community, the IUP community, the Indiana community has been welcoming and supportive, and I just want to thank everybody for that. And I also want to share a little good news. We've already been awarded the program for fall 2022.
Must be doing it right.
Yeah, I guess so. And we have this group is excellent. I say that every year, but I truly and sincerely mean it. And we couldn't do it without the whole team, the administrative and academic team, and in this particular case, Mike Rieg has been essential all these years. He's been part of the program since the beginning, and he is our field experience coordinator, and I'm going to turn it over to him.
Mike, good morning to you.
Morning, Todd. Thanks for welcoming us in again this year. I really appreciate it. I work with the field experience, and we just finished 6 weeks at Indiana High School and Eisenhower Elementary School. We have 4 elementary teachers that were placed with Eisenhower, and Principal Aaron Eisenman is very welcoming there. And then at the high school, Wade McElhaney, the principal, placed 13 of our teachers there. We finished that, and then we now have started at the Pittsburgh Public Schools. We have 13 teachers at Brashear High School, and we have 4 at Brookline Elementary School. So it's been a great program. I was doing the math this morning roughly in my head, and that's dangerous because I was a history teacher. But I think we've had 99 teachers in this program go through, and 19 different countries. So I think that's been kind of amazing. And I think we have 6 teachers back with us. They were here earlier, and they did their experience, and they've come back, and they're at IUP right now working on advanced degrees. So we're really proud of that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, next year when the 100th gets off the airplane.
Yeah, we couldn't get one more.
Will there be streamers and all kinds of things? You got a whole year to plan this.
Yes. We'll have to have a prize for the 100th teacher that arrives at the Pittsburgh airport.
And they don't even know. They're somewhere in the world today. They don't even know it. But a year from now, they're just going to be so pleased. So who have you brought with you today?
Okay. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. So.
All right. Everybody come on up and visit with us, and you can each introduce yourselves.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Darlene Atwevimbire. I'm from Uganda. I'm a teacher of English language and literature, and I'm happy that I am an FDI. And I'm happy that I'm at IUP. It's like the best university ever.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you believe that. We'll talk with you in a couple of moments, but let's meet your colleagues. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Amit, and I'm from India. I'm a computer science educator. I'm from north part of India. It's like Indiana, same weather, everything. I'm on the foot of the Himalayas. And I love this place a lot. IUP is rocking, but the Indiana, absolutely amazing people.
Well, we have them all snowed, don't we? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Mayara. I'm from Brazil. I teach in Middleton High School. I teach English there. And I'm also very happy to be here. People in Indiana are being super kind with us, and it's been an amazing program.
Oh, wonderful,
Hi,
wonderful.
good morning, Todd. I'm Jan. I'm from the Philippines. I'm an English teacher. I'm a high school teacher, and I've been teaching for 10 years now. And I'm very happy to be part of this program. So
All right.
I'd like to thank IEP for having us.
Well, it's good to have you here. And while you're standing at the microphone, let's talk with you just a little bit more.
Okay.
And talk about what your experience has been like in terms of what you did at IUP and what you've done with the Indiana Area School District. What's it been like for you to actually be in the classroom?
I would say that it's beyond enriching that I've experienced the so far, and everything had helped me, change my perspective in teaching for the better. And I would say that the Fulbright staff and faculty had been very hands-on in preparing us in the program, and the Indiana High School experience was really enriching.
Yeah.
It taught me a lot about the American school system.
And you get to learn both from teachers and from students, and
Yes.
and to maybe teach them a little bit.
Yes, we did a cultural lesson. It was really fun.
Yeah, was it?
Yes, it was.
Great. So they learned about the Philippines from
Yes,
you
they-
and about the educational system.
We had fun.
All right, let's let's go around the world here to Uganda next. Good morning again to you.
Good morning.
And you
Todd.
said you teach English?
Yes.
You teach
in
English
high school.
in high school.
Yes.
So your experience at IUP and then your experience here in the Indiana Area School District, I'm sure the methods of teaching are different,
Yeah.
and the overall experience is different of education here as opposed to in your home country.
Yeah, so when I came with the mind of learning and unlearning. So I have really learned a lot. The American system of education in terms of technology, and specifically my interest has been on learners with learning disabilities, which we actually don't have like in our schools so much. Like that special treatment is really, I have really learned a lot about it. And I rechanneled my master's program. When I'm to do it, I have to do it in that field.
Oh.
So the experience has been awesome. The person I was partnered with, my partner teacher, I learned a lot from her, especially with preparation and the hours she puts in. It challenged me, like in all aspects. I think I'm a changed person. And then at IUP, when I compare it with my university, I already wrote about it. I'm a writer. So I wrote about it that people are friendly. The professors put themselves at the level of students, and President Driscoll, like he's at every function and we meet him all the time, and these professors. So the experience has been amazing, and I have a lot of things to carry home. Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to ask you, because you said a couple of moments ago, in your home country, special eds or special needs students they're in with the general student population. So I would assume, therefore, it's more difficult to teach them in an environment where you're teaching others who don't have the needs that they have.
Yeah, sure. When they have disabilities, like physical disabilities, they have their own schools. But then these ones who have learning problems and behavior problems, we usually either they catch up with the rest or we exclude them. Like with behavior, we just expel you. But I have found a system that is really helpful for these kinds of students, that the teachers put them for IEPs, and they really teach them until they reach a certain level, like they catch up with the rest, which is really amazing.
Yeah. Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
One
wonderful.
thing to borrow.
Yeah. Well, take home. You leave some things here, and you take home some things with
Yes,
you, and
surely.
it furthers the entire.
You
the
learn
entire
and
equation.
unlearn. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, let's go to India next. Good morning again to you.
Yeah, thank you.
So your home community is much like this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the weather is absolutely, the weather graph is similar to Indiana. And I live in the winter. It used to be a winter capital of Britishers at the time. It's Shimla. So I live in that place. And except the mountains, the whole weather graph is similar to Indiana. We have apple orchards too there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we never have equated the Appalachian Mountains with the Himalayas.
Wow.
It is just a slight difference there.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
but let's talk about education.
Yeah.
And you're in computers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that really fascinates me because, of course, with the pandemic and with the way that classes are taught these days, so much remote learning has become a part of the way that we do things.
Yeah, sure.
Compare that, if you would, with what it's like in your country right now.
Yeah, actually, in the past 1 year, it has evolved a lot in our country too. But the innovative practices we learn here in Indiana Area High School or maybe IUP, they are amazing. We were practicing some of them, but they are practicing them a lot, and the effectiveness is amazing. And the integration of technology in the education system is far much better here, which is a big takeaway for me.
Well, wonderful, wonderful, and folks are learning about your culture here too.
Yeah, obviously. I even arranged a video conference with my students back in India, with the students here, and it was amazing because the kids were interacting like they're meeting their buddies. You know, like because I'm a more cultural person, so people here, students here, are so welcoming, heartwarming that it's been incredible time to be in Indiana.
And of course you would do that. Of course, you're a computer guy. You're going to get them together that way, aren't you?
Sure.
Let's take a visit to Brazil next and find out about what it's been like for you. You teach English?
Yes, I teach English, but I'm here to develop a project where I'll go back to Brazil and share with teachers how to use technology in classroom.
Oh, that's going to be fascinating from the standpoint of an English teacher. In your home country, did they send you off with that specific directive? Go there, learn what they're doing, bring it back here with you?
Well, actually, I applied for the FDAI program because I have seen like this need of working with technology because of the pandemic. So all teachers had to use computers and try to see how it can work in classroom, how to help students. So I basically saw this need and decided to come and then go back and share with them.
Yeah. So what has it been like for you here, both at IUP and at Indiana area?
Yeah, it's been amazing, as all of the other teachers have also shared. For me, specifically in this context, while I'm developing this project, I've had help from all the professors. My advisor has been great in helping me to think how I can help my colleagues when I go back to my country. And what I've seen in the schools in Indiana High, it's been like something that I wouldn't learn anywhere else, and I'm pretty sure that I'll have a lot to share when I go back.
I'm sure you will too. When you have spoken with students here at Indiana area and with folks at IUP as well, I'm sure that they are just as much interested in the way you do things in Brazil as you are in the way it's done here.
Exactly. Actually, I had the opportunity to share about my country with the students in Indiana, and they made me so many questions, and like they were so curious about my country, about the food, and about everything, but also about the classrooms, what the students study, and everything. So it was a great opportunity to share with them too.
Wonderful. Well, it sounds like you all are having a pretty good time here. The only thing we lack here is a 6-inch snowfall on a winter morning. You might know that in the Himalayas, but for the most part, that would be a new experience for everybody. Thank you all for coming in to visit with us today. We're so appreciative of it, and our Fulbright scholars, or our Fulbright folks, Mike, we'll just call them the Fulbright folks. They've been a real blessing to us. It is the